Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, let us discuss the applications of equations of motion. So once again, let me remind you, what are the equations of motion? V is equal to U plus AT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third, V square minus U square equal to 2AS. And last, Snth, or you can also write it as S part U plus A of N minus half. Now, let us discuss the application. First application is, if a body moving with uniform acceleration has velocities v1 and v2 at 2 points in its path. The question is, what is its velocity? What is its velocity in the midway or in the midpoint, you can say. In the midway, or you can say at the midpoint. At the midpoint. So you try to understand the question with the help of diagram. Say this is the path. Say these are the 2 points. Let me call this is point A. Let me call this is point B. Body has velocity v1 at A, v2 at B. Question is, what is its velocity at midpoint? You call it as some v dash. Is question mark. Midpoint means v1 and v dash are separated by half of the distance. Even v dash and v2 also separated by half of the distance. Now we need to find out the equation for v dash. Make use of v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Let us say this is point C. Applying this between the points A and C. Now v dash is the final velocity, v1 is initial velocity, 2a half of the distance. You call this equation 1. Now apply same equation of motion between the points C and B. So once again, v2 square is the final velocity, v dash square is the initial velocity, 2as by 2. Now, by looking at the equations, right hand side of both the equations same, comparing. So 1 equal to 2. So if you compare them, you will have to write a v2 square minus v dash square is equal to v dash square minus v1 square. So on simplifying this, you get the v dash square right side and get v1 square left side. So therefore, v1 square plus v2 square is equal to 2v dash square. So we are looking for v dash square. So you'll get v1 square plus v2 square divided by 2. And we get the equation under root v1 square plus v2 square whole divided by 2. So this is the formula to find out velocity at the midway if a body has velocities at point A and B, v1 and v2. Fine. Now let us do numerical based on this question. Yeah. Let me read the question. A car is moving along a straight road with a uniform acceleration. It passes through 2 points P and Q, separated by a distance with the velocities 30 kmph and 40 kmph respectively. The velocity of the car midway between P and Q. So instead of A and B, So they mentioned it as P and Q. That's all. So formula is same formula, V dash is equal to velocity at point P plus velocity at point Q whole divided by 2 under root. So instead of 1 and 2, you are taking point P and Q. So how much is V1 square given? It is 30 square. So 30 square is 900 and 40 square is 1600 divided by 2. So therefore this is going to be 2500 whole divided by 2. It will be 1250. Approximately, if you remove root, it will be close to 35, 36. Because 36 square is 1296. It is less than 36 definitely. So roughly it is close to 35 kmph because V1, V2s are given in kmph. Now let us discuss another application of equations of motion. Application number 2. The velocity of a body becomes 1 by nth of its velocity, 1 by nth of its initial velocity after traveling a distance x. Question is, what further distance it travels before it comes to rest? So this is the question. You try to understand with the help of diagram. Let us say this is the path along which body moves. So at this point it has velocity u. After traveling a distance x, velocity becomes u by n. So it can be in place of n, you can assume 2 or you can assume 3. So what further distance? Why we need to find out? And it comes to rest means final velocity 0. Now, so they mentioned becomes means this itself is the final velocity. So therefore, case 1, case 2. Let us say this is the final velocity v dash for this part of motion for covering distance x, initial velocity u, final velocity v dash. Then total, if you consider x plus y, initial velocity is u, final velocity v. Now let us make use of equation of motion once again. V square minus u square is equal to 2as for uniform acceleration. Now apply this for part 1. So therefore v dash square minus u square is equal to 2ax. Now what is your v dash? We have assumed the v dash as u by n, that is whole square, minus u square is equal to 2ax. You simplify it further. So it will be, you take out common u square, it will be n square minus 1 is equal to 2ax. Next, apply equation of motion for the distance x plus y. So if you consider x plus y, you have to consider final velocity 0, initial velocity u square is equal to what is total distance traveled x plus y. Okay, so you call this as equation 2. Now you divide 1 and 2. So you call this as equation 1. So divide 1 and 2. So u square 1 by n square minus 1 whole divided by u square with minus is equal to, in first equation you have 2ax, in second equation you have x plus y. So therefore u square get cancelled. If you cancel this minus, this will become plus, this will become minus, and you can cancel 2a also. So therefore at the numerator you have after you take LCM, it will be n square minus 1 by n square is equal to, here you have x by x plus y. Now let me write here x plus y by x is equal to n square by n square minus 1. Now next step, so this can be written as 1 plus y by x, because x by x plus y by x is equal to n square by n square minus 1. So y by x is equal to n square by n square minus 1 minus 1. So therefore n square minus 1 is the LCM. You will get n square. So n square minus 1 will be L square, means what? This will be minus n square. You will get plus 1. So divide by n square minus 1. So this and this get cancelled. So you'll get finally it comes to rest after traveling further distance of y is equal to x by n square minus 1. So in the competitive exam, this might be the direct question. So based on the question, let me explain in numerical. So based on this formula, here is the question. The speed of a train is reduced from 60 kmph to 50 kmph. It means 1/4 reduced. So you can take reducing of 62 to 15. 60 to 15 means speed of the train is reduced to 1/4. It means you can say that n is equal to 4 as per the question. When it travels a distance of 450 meters, if retardation is uniform, find how much further distance it travels before it comes to rest. So y is equal to, how much is x as per the question? It is 450. Divided by speed is reduced 4 times. So therefore n is 4 means n square will be 16. It will be minus 1. So therefore 450 by, it is 15. 15 3s, so it will be 30 meters. So third option is correct. In my next video, I'll continue with other applications of equations of motion. Thank you very much for watching my video, but don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives.